Alright, hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is KC, and today I wanted to bring you guys just a quick advice reading. We're only going to be getting 2 cards, so it'll be nice and quick. And if you are looking for longer readings, I do have a lot of those on my channel, but I like to kind of intersperse shorter and longer readings, so, you know, there's something for everybody. I know not everybody has a ton of time to watch a video. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Today I have 3 different piles for you to choose from. Pile 1, 2, and 3. And like I said, we're just getting a quick advice for what do you need to hear right now. And this is timeless, so it's for whenever you're watching this, not necessarily right when I'm posting it. But go ahead and pause, figure out which pile you feel most drawn to. I've left timestamps down in the description box below, so you can quickly jump to whichever reading you want to watch. But that's all I have for you. Go ahead and enjoy your reading. Alright, pile 1. If you chose pile 1, then this is going to be the reading for you. And your 2 cards that we have here today are Pain and the Magician Reversed. And when I first saw the Pain card, it made me feel a heaviness in my heart, like almost a feeling of giving up, or a feeling like there's no way forward, or whatever it is that you're trying to do or accomplish, you feel helpless, like you have no way of attaining that what you want, and because you still desire it, it's like a knife through the heart, because why would you desire something that you feel like you can't have? And for everyone, this is going to be different. It could be a career, it could be you wanted to get into a certain school, but you got denied. Maybe you wanted to be with a certain person, but it didn't work out. Maybe, I don't know why this is coming to mind, but if you've been trying to start a family, it's not happening for some reason, maybe infertility, or maybe you were trying to adopt and you're unable to. For everyone, it's different. We all have things that we desire in life, but for you, pile 1, I feel like whatever it is that your heart really, truly yearns for, you feel like you can't have it, and it feels like a piece of you has died. And I'm here to tell you that I don't know that everyone will believe this, but me personally, it's my personal belief that we are not meant to desire things that we are not meant to have. If there's something that you truly and honestly desire, I'm here to tell you that you may get it in a different way than you wanted. Maybe you had a predestined outcome that you really wanted. You wanted this specific school, or you wanted your family to look a certain way. But it didn't work out, and suddenly you think, well, I guess I just can never go to school, or I can never have that family. I'll never be able to make the amount of money that I want. But the truth is, you are meant to have that which you want, but it's not exactly going to look like what you thought it's going to look like. And life has a funny way of doing that. You may have thought that it's your ultimate goal or purpose in life to have it look exactly this way, and I'm here to tell you, you are going to have that life that you want, but it's going to look a little different than you were expecting. And your spirit guides want you to know, they want me to tell you that it's not the end. And yes, it's painful when we have certain expectations or desires that don't pan out, but I'm here to tell you that the root of that desire, what you're really longing for, love, success, completion, happiness, you will find that. But it may look a little bit different than what you were assuming that you would have. So I'm being asked to tell you that it's okay for you to move on from that heartbreak and still hope for that which you desire, because you will have it. You might not be expecting the exact way that you get it, but you will be happier to have it the way that it is meant to be than what you expected. So, pile 1, that is what I have for you. I truly wish you the best in whatever time that you're going through, especially if you're feeling this kind of heartbreak and this devastation. I'm here to tell you that it will get better, and I do see that you will be getting what it is you desire. But try not to hold on to the outcome or the certain idea of what this thing should look like, because you will find it. It's just going to be a little bit different than what you're expecting. So pile 1, that is everything that I have for you today. I truly wish you the best in everything that you do, and like I said at the beginning, if you're looking for longer videos, I do have those on my channel. Feel free to check out anything else and subscribe if you want more from me. I do post regularly, about twice a week. And if you're looking for personal readings, I do provide those. There's a link down in the description below to my shop. But that's everything that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. All right, pile 2. If you chose this pile, then this is going to be the reading for you. And the 2 cards that I have for you here today are Rest and the Page of Cups reversed. And off the bat, I'm getting 2 kind of separate messages, so it's very dependent on your situation. The first message that I was getting is you're dealing with a very immature person, and it's time for you to get that energy out of your life. It could be an immature person or certain circumstances that are bringing you down. They're not the healthiest. But the second interpretation is another way that the Page of Cups reverse can be interpreted is you're dealing with a literal human child. Like, it can be an immature person, or it can mean like it's like you're dealing with an actual child. But for both of those groups, I feel like it's time for you to take some rest and take some time to yourself. For the latter, maybe you've just had a child, or maybe someone in your family has had a child. Maybe your parents had a child and it's like your sibling, but the responsibility has been put on you. Or maybe you've had a child, and obviously we want the best for that child growing up. We don't want to neglect them, but I feel like you feel like the entire responsibility is on you. And you haven't had any time to yourself to truly decompress, to deal with everything that's going on in your life, because I feel like there's this pressure from the outside but also within you to make sure that you're giving this person, this child, this perfect experience to grow up in. But you forget that they are not your whole entire life. Yes, they are significant. Yes, you care about them, but you are still your own person with your own needs to attend to. And so I feel like your message from your guides is to not feel guilty for needing to take care of yourself. Because, first of all, if you're going to take care of a whole nother person, you still need to take care of yourself. Or else, like, if you fall apart, they're not going to have anybody. It's like when you go on an airplane and they tell you, put the mask on yourself first, the oxygen mask, before you put it on someone else. Because if you pass out, you and the person aren't going to get your oxygen mask. So you need to take care of your needs first before you can take care of others. So that is like the first message for half of you. The other half I'm getting is that you're dealing with someone in your life that is, I don't want to say inconsiderate, because maybe they just don't realize what they're doing, but they are draining a lot of your energy, taking up a lot of your time, and I feel like you are the giver. Maybe you are the oldest child constantly needing to take care of other people, and that translates to your friendships, and you feel like you have to give up your whole self for them. You feel like you need to be the responsible one. If they're having a bad day, you need to be there for them. And your spirit guides, like I said previously with the other half of this reading, is you need to put yourself first. You are your own person first. And yes, it can make us feel incredibly guilty when we feel like we have that responsibility, or we feel guilty for needing to put ourselves first. But like I said, the oxygen mask still relates to you, the oxygen mask analogy. You need to take care of yourself first. And it's also very important for you to have boundaries, not just because they're important to keeping us safe, but if you don't have boundaries, it's easy for you to get walked all over. And you shouldn't feel guilty for having those boundaries, because they are a necessity. And if not having them for yourself, have them for the other person. Because if you truly want to love and care for this person and help them out, you can't do that if you're falling apart. And I don't think that they would want you to fall apart either. So, pile 2, I feel like for all of you, the message from your spirit guides is to take some time to take care of yourself, to figure out how much of your time, how much of your energy you're able to give up, instead of just giving it all and then not having any left over for yourself. So, if you have been feeling very burnt out and you feel like you've been taking care of others more than yourself, it's time for you to do some evaluation on, maybe you put up boundaries where you're like, okay, I can only do stuff for them on these days of the week or during these hours, or maybe you can see if there's other people that can help out, or, if it's an adult that you're talking to, but they just happen to be a little bit immature, maybe sit them down and have a talk and say, I can only help you so much. I would love to be able to help you with everything, but I am a human just like you, and I have needs just like you. So, pile 2, that is your message today. I really hope it resonates and it helps you. I know it's a bit of a short reading, so if you're looking for longer ones, I do have those on my channel, like I said at the beginning. And if you're wanting more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post about twice a week. And if you're looking for any private readings, I do offer those. There's a link down in the description box below to my shop. But that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. Alright, pile 3. Last but certainly not least. If you chose this pile, then this is going to be the reading for you. And your 2 cards that we have here today are Reflection and the Ten of Cups. And I feel like when I look at these cards, I'm getting the message that you haven't quite figured out exactly what it is that your perfect version of success or your perfect life, perfect family, what it looks like to you. I feel like you have these ideas that other people have put into your head that your family or your perfect life needs to look a certain way. You need to make this amount of money, live in this kind of apartment or home. You need to have this amount of money in the bank. You gotta have 2.5 kids or whatever it is. Maybe you're in a friend group where everybody has the same idea of the successful life they want to live. They're all talking about, oh, we're gonna settle down in the same town. We're all gonna live near each other. We're gonna do Pilates every Saturday. We're gonna go to church on Sunday. I don't know. That's what I'm coming up with. But I feel like when you think of that kind of life that you've been conditioned to think is perfect for you, it doesn't feel right. There's this nagging sense of discomfort, when you think about it, because that's not the true happy life that you want. It's the life that maybe other people around you want, maybe people that you care about and you want them in your life and you feel like you need to have that same exact kind of life as them just to be close to them, just to keep them in your life. Well, first of all, that is something to get into. You shouldn't have to change your life, change yourself, change where you live or what you want out of life just to keep holding on to someone. If that person's meant to be in your life, they will stay there. But I feel like your spirit guides want you to reflect on what truly makes you happy, what you truly want out of life. And maybe you know what it is, but you feel like other people judge you for wanting that. Maybe they'll think it's weird. Maybe you backpacking across Europe or something and living in hostels is like weird to them. And they're like, why would you want to do that when you could have a comfortable life? And on the inside, your heart yearns for adventure. Or maybe it's the opposite. All of your friends or family or people around you are like, you need to be adventurous, go out and do stuff. And you're like, well, maybe I just want to stay here in my hometown where I know what's comfortable. And your spirit guides want you to figure out what it is that truly makes you happy, what makes you comfortable, what you enjoy, and what you want out of life, and to stick with that. Because I feel like you are doing your best to live the life other people want you to live, but it doesn't make you happy. When you think about retirement, where are you living? What are you doing? Is that really what you want, or is that what everybody else around you is doing? And something I like to think about every so often is the fact that at the end of your life, when you are on your deathbed, are you going to be thinking about like regrets, like, oh God, I wish that I lived the life that I lived? Or are you going to be content and happy and say, I'm so glad that I lived the exact kind of life that I live? Because when you're at that time on your deathbed, people aren't going to be forcing you to do stuff. You are going to be at the end of your life and the only person there with you is you. So will you have lived for you or will you have lived for others? And yes, it's easy to say like what your friends think is cool or whatever, but I also understand that there are familial expectations. Maybe your parents need to be taken care of, so you have to make a certain amount of money. Maybe you have people relying on you, and that is completely valid. Sometimes we just gotta buck up and do what it is that is necessary. And it's okay to still need to do that. But if it's gonna kill you, make you depressed, make you hate life, there's gotta be a better way to do it. There's gotta be a way that you can have that balance where, okay, you can still provide, but you're not working yourself to death in a job that you hate, in a place that you hate. And whatever it is, Spirit wants you to figure it out. Spirit wants you to figure out the best way that you can go about this, the way that you can achieve that balance of responsibility, but also still following what your heart wants. because it's no way to live a life, to live it for other people. So, pile 3, that is what I have for you. I hope it makes sense, I hope it resonates, and I hope it helps you above all else. If I know this was a short video, so if you're looking for longer videos, feel free to check out the ones on my channel. I have longer videos where each pile is like 30 minutes or longer, but I like to, intersperse, have a balance, so people can just watch a quick one or a long one whenever they want. But yeah, that's everything that I have. If you're looking for more from me, feel free to subscribe. I post about twice a week. And if you're looking for personal readings, there's a link to my shop in the description below. I do provide those. But that's everything that I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.